I think the key challenges in employee engagement really fall into the how to do it section. As I said, people understand what it is and why it matters, but struggle with how to do it. And part of the reason for this is that engagement is very, very personal. What engages me is probably different from what engages you and other people that you work with. And what the book does, it outlines a way that you can really simply and easily find out what engages all of your employees on a much more personal level and not make those assumptions and take a one-size-fits-all approach. So the way the book can help practitioners overcome the challenges with employee engagement are to give some really pragmatic tools and frameworks to improve employee engagement. So again, taking that theory and putting it into practical ways to improve engagement. So thinking about recent developments in employee engagement, there's a lot of talk about this idea of transformational engagement, moving from transactional engagement to transformational engagement. And I know that Engage for Success are going to be publishing a report on this next year. So what the book does is, firstly, it really helps distinguish the difference between these two approaches. So transactional engagement is an approach whereby you tend to do a survey, you get the results from the survey, and then you action plan around the survey findings, and then you forget about employee engagement until the next time the survey comes around. So it kind of feels like a separate activity, an add-on activity, and really a tick box exercise. Transformational engagement, on the other hand, is where engagement is just embedded into the organisation. It's part of the culture, it's part of the DNA. Employee insight is continually harnessed and acted upon. And what the book does, it really kind of distinguishes between these two approaches, and it gives you some great ideas as to how you can move towards a much more transformational engagement approach. I think the reason this is of interest to practitioners is because when you move to a more transformational approach, the results are much bigger and they're much easier to sustain. So it just becomes part of the organisation's DNA, part of the culture, and therefore you can really start to make some big differences, which of course then impacts the bottom line.